Good morning. Welcome, my friends. My name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge, and this is the 40-day practice. This is the 40-day invitation to genius. And every day, to have the opportunity to even consider the invitation for genius, to me, is a great day. It's about going to your ultimate, going beyond your limits and recognizing that we don't necessarily even understand what our limits are. It's about recognizing that innovation is about going in directions that you may not have ever even considered. One of the things that it comes to me around this, have you ever noticed, like, for instance, I've noticed this throughout my life, when celebrities tend to advocate for a disease, it's a disease either they have or someone in their family has. And I'm not saying, I'm not putting those people down. I mean, I think it's great that they're not just focused on it for themselves, but they're focused on it for other people. But the same thing happens, sort of generally. Whatever is the demographic that we're from, that tends to be the issue that we are really strongly in advocacy for. That tends to be the issue that makes us the most upset. It happens for all of us. It's part of our orientation in the world. Of course, our experience is going to mean the most to us because it's the most poignant. We've had that direct and visceral experience. However, I just want to, say maybe one of the things that we should consider, I'm not saying not being concerned about our background. Myself as an African American male, the experiences have been profound, and not just on me, but people around me, and how it has affected, my own personal life and even the life of my daughter through me. However, I just want to ask you to consider something. I'm asking you to maybe be bold, possibly take a risk, and that is in that a real powerful acceptance may be the best way of creating change. I'm not talking again about capitulation. I'm just saying accepting where we're at. And so I'm asking you to just try on this formula for the day. It's something very simple. It came to me yesterday. I was really in contact with my intuition by focusing and paying attention to grounding and calming, focusing and paying attention to what kind of emotional experience I'm having and what it's drawing to me. If I focus in hatred, I find myself attracted to elements that I hate. Well, first, I don't hate anything. That's not how I live. But if we focus on resentment, it becomes anger. If we focus on anger, it becomes hatred. If we just kind of keep that on the fire consistently on simmer, it continues to build. So the formula I'm asking you to consider today is quite simple. It's quite simple. It's the statement, no shame, no guilt, no judgment. I'm going to say it again. No shame, no guilt, no judgment. And I'm asking you just to regularly have that going in your mind. No shame, no guilt, no judgment. And just notice how it affects you. One of the things that we have with real powerful acceptance is rebirth. And we talked about that, on some level, genius is a mini death, meaning that we are going beyond what we even thought was even possible. When real genius is happening, you didn't even consider the possibility of the direction it's leading you in or the path. So, I'm not suggesting forgiveness before we're ready for forgiveness. At the same time, we want to understand that these states are for ourselves. Forgiveness is for me. So no shame, no guilt, no judgment is really about freeing me from that mechanism that human beings are addicted to. Shame, guilt, judgment. We perpetuate it on each other. Those who feel the most guilty try to influence others to feel the most shame. And we've all been part of that at some point in our lives. So today, try it on. Be bold. I'm not even asking you to actually live it. I'm just asking you to express it to yourself, particularly in those moments when you're feeling that. No shame, no guilt, no judgment. Be the type of person who advocates for everyone, not just for yourself. Not that it's not important to advocate for you, and not that it's not important to be able to set limits. You can live this formula and still be really, really good at setting limits. In fact, even better at setting limits. So I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. Here we go. No shame, no guilt, no judgment. It's the ultimate openness. I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you. And I say, Namaste. I may not be there yet, but I've got it on order, and I know that's where I'm going. Have a great day.